Life is so busy. We all have to-do lists of actions that we want to get done, accomplishments. We don't often think about what we want to feel in a given day. We think more about what we want to do. But the lesson from positive psychology is that frequently experienced mild positive emotions are what drive health and well-being. And so it really makes sense for us to look for these small moments. Our goal with this grant was to understand how day-to-day connections with people, especially those that we have with strangers and acquaintances, can affect our degrees of virtue in everyday life.
Prosocial virtues such as altruism, spirituality, and intellectual humility. These are virtues that lead to more cooperative communities and societies.
Positivity resonance is a term that I coined to describe the positive emotions that we co-experience with others. In Western science, we think of emotions as belonging to individuals, like my anger, your delight, and we don't think of them as collaborative. And with positivity resonance, they very much become something that is similar across people, but even more similar than just, I catch your happiness and then you catch it back. Examples would be sharing a laugh with someone you're waiting in line with, enjoying the company of a good friend, or having coffee with your spouse in the morning. I call them micro moments because, like all emotions, these are fleeting experiences that kind of orient our responses to our current circumstances. There's not longevity. I use the word resonance because the signs of this shared experience really resonate between two people like a tuning fork. Our biological responses come into sync, our heart rates, our cascades of neuropeptides. A positive emotion experienced between people is really one emotion that's rolling through two brains and bodies at once. Positivity resonance is forever renewable. There's no limit. We need to be thinking about them not in terms of their duration or their intensity, but the frequency. It's the frequency of mild positive emotions that predicts mental health, physical health, and these positive feelings about community and belonging.
I'm an ordinary woman. I didn't think such violent things could happen to ordinary people.
Death cannot stop true love.
You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you.
Now I'm here to take love off this romantic pedestal and clear away the cupids and the cartoon hearts and help you see love from the perspective of science. When people think about love, they think about romance, marriage, the big moments in their life, and forget about these smaller moments. What I'm arguing is that even within all those types of love, parental love, romantic love, friendship love, there is a common element, and that is shared positive affect that brings us into synchrony and helps us connect and grow. It's maybe the smaller candles of love compared to those big moments. That responsiveness between a father or a mother and their infant, it's not that that one smile matters, but having many of those moments adds up. When we've looked at married couples and their interactions, whether they're talking about a conflict or something they're looking forward to, the degrees to which they feel positive emotions in the same second predicts how they feel about their relationship on the whole. It's a sign of positivity resonance occurring. One of the things that I've become interested in is understanding how positive emotions support physical health. We do studies where we follow people over months and randomly assign people to learn simple techniques to self-generate more positive feelings on a daily basis. And then when you go back to people some months later and measure things like how the cardiovascular system is working, we see subtle but clear signs of improvements in cardiovascular health. Our social experiences and emotional experiences show up in the very rhythms of our heart, in the way our cells are expressed, and how they keep us healthy. Positive emotions and positivity resonance certainly affect the way the brain works. They fundamentally shift us to be more open. There's really elegant neuroscience to show that when we're experiencing positive emotions, our minds can't help but be open. Even if we're not trying, we're picking up more information from our context. Just like we need a daily diet of micronutrients, we need a daily diet of micro moments. That daily diet helps us build resilience and resources over time. If we can understand from a scientific perspective, what are the trajectories that build virtues and goodness, then we can go back and create those experiences that lead to those more benevolent views of the world.
So they just wanted you to go talk to people. Like if you see someone on the corridor and just, say hi, engage people more.
Among all the virtues, the ones that seemed most relevant to positivity resonance to me was a sense of connection to others. So that sense of oneness between people, I'm arguing, would yield humility, because if you're on equal footing with another person, then you're not thinking, I'm better than the other person.
I tried to search my feelings, like what happens when I say hi to this person, make an eye contact, smile. And then I realized that you definitely feel more associated with people after you start to do that.
One of the things that we found in our initial look at the data, the days that we have more of these positive connections with others are days that we feel more humble, or in a big or small way we've helped another person. So they tend to cluster those experiences of connection and of virtue. What that tells me is that when we seek to increase moments of positivity resonance, those moments of virtue will also increase in step. Practical ways to enter into positivity resonance on a day-to-day basis is just, go out in the world and be more open to others.
There is value in the mundane, going to the store, sitting on the bus, having small talk in a lobby.
Look up more often, look up from our phones, make eye contact. That's a very simple way to start. The solutions can be very simple. Just connect with people more.